talk here. Just had a few things on my mind and a few car-related things I've been thinking about lately, stuff I saw on pages I'll follow on Facebook, on social media, and whatnot. A couple things I'm excited about, a couple things that I've just been thinking about overall. I just wanted to share with everybody, make a video about it, talk about it. So a couple of the first things is everything with the Camaro, like the new redesign that they've done, I feel like looks a whole lot better than the way it did before. It's like how they made the bumper now like color match, and like I think it's also kind of cool how they're offering up the 1LT, I believe it's called, version of the Camaro, to where you can have a V8 in the Camaro without it being an SS, which they used to offer something similar before. I can't remember exactly what that was called before, but I think it's cool that they're doing that again. It could go either way. It could be like a very positive thing, or it could be a very negative thing. I don't know how well everyone else is taking that in and how well they appreciate it or not, but I think it's something cool that could be great for, I mean, even somebody like me. I don't make enough money right now to really be able to afford a SS, but I've always wanted a Camaro, but I don't want one that has a V6 or the 4-cylinder. I've always wanted the V8 Camaro. I fully believe that like if you get a muscle car, it should be a V8. I don't understand the whole V6 and 4-cylinder turbo stuff. I understand why people get them, because they're cheaper. Anybody still wants the styling and stuff like that. That's fine. Everybody, you do you. But personally, it's not for me. And also along with that, with more Chevy stuff, is the Corvette, the new mid-engine Corvette that's supposed to be being showed in the next few months coming here. I'm really excited to see the styling and stuff like that, but I'm more so worried that it's going to be more of the same similar styling that's been going with a lot of newer vehicles and a lot of Chevrolet stuff. How it's kind of not so great at first, and then they change it up some, and it makes it better or makes it worse. I just don't know fully what to expect, but I'm excited for it nonetheless. I think it's going to be cool no matter what. So overall excited about that. Other thing to talk about is not newer car news, but what could be new to me is I'm possibly getting rid of my Silverado soon, just because it's old. It has almost 210,000 miles. It started having a little tick in the motor lately, and I've started putting just some Lucas oil additive in there, and I'm pretty sure it's a lifter or something, but I've put so much work into this truck and everything just to keep it running. I don't do anything crazy with this truck. I drive it back and forth to work and on my weekends and stuff like that. It's not like it's used for racing or anything like that. So I would like another daily vehicle, and I'll probably keep this one and make a project out of it. Probably LS swap it and like play on. I like putting coilovers and fixing the dents and dings and stuff like that, and making it nicer and stuff. I'd love to be able to do like some track days and stuff. Over here where I am, I'm only an hour away from New Orleans in Louisiana, and they have a racetrack down there that they do track days and stuff like that, and I'd love to participate in that kind of stuff and be able to do track day videos and stuff like that for my channel. I think that would be a lot of fun for everybody to see. And I've never done track days. I've never done any kind of racing on any kind of a track or anything like that. I love that. Like I've played all kind of video games and stuff where I've raced on tracks, and I love watching videos of other people racing on tracks, and like just watching other cars race. I enjoy all that kind of stuff. So I'd love to be able to do it myself one day. I mean, I have to look more into what all that entails and the costs and what kind of requirements and stuff they have. Like I'm sure it requires a helmet, but does it require like a roll cage and all that kind of stuff? I don't know. If it does, that's a whole other obstacle I'll tackle when that comes. But I would have this as a side vehicle, as a project. I would take insurance off of it at first, and then whenever it's running and to where I want it to be have this stripped down and brought back up to where I want it to be, in like a more racing kind of condition. But what I'm thinking about, I've just been having trouble struggling with trying to decide if I want to get like just get an older vehicle that has a little bit more miles, that can still be kind of nice, but I don't want to pay really any kind of crazy number. Like 16,000 is like my limit of what I'd be wanting to pay for a vehicle right now, because we still have my wife's Malibu and we're paying notes on that, and those notes aren't really that bad, but we could afford another note exactly like that, but I'd rather not spend something quite that much, because that leaves more room for me to do more stuff with the truck, and just leaves us more breathing room financial wise. And it's just been a lot of stuff I've been having on my mind and thinking about. So I've been thinking about like getting a vehicle that would be like a smaller, probably definitely a car, probably like a small mid-size, maybe a hatchback kind of car, and something that would just be economical, easy to maintain, insurance not crazy high, because that's the other thing here in Louisiana. Insurance is ridiculous. I think we have some of the highest insurance rates out of anyone else in the state, or anyone else in the country, not the state. And it's like, obviously insurance is one of the things you have to think about when buying a car, but I feel like it's so much more here in Louisiana because insurance is so much higher. Like, insurance on my truck right now, a 2004 Silverado with a V6, and like, I think it's an LS, so it's one up from a base model. It has of that, going back to trying to decide what kind of car I want to get. I go between wanting something that I could buy a new car or buy a newer car. I don't plan on buying anything new, nothing brand new. It's definitely going to be something used. But I want to get, I'm going between thinking about getting something that is more sporty, handles better, has a little bit maybe more power, something that I could take that and take it to track days and stuff like that and be happy with that. And then I go back between doing that or just getting something cheaper, but like not super duper old, something that'll still get me through every day easy and fun. I don't really have to worry about breaking down so much, that will be cheap to cost and will be easy on insurance and stuff like that. And the extra money I save by doing that, put more of that towards doing stuff to the truck and save up more money for doing an LS swap for the truck like I want to. And the cluster in this, the instrument cluster in my truck is not half, most of the gauges do not work in it. So probably getting a new cluster, probably something a little bit different kind of cluster too. And just stuff like the coilovers, and it needs a new bumper. I'd probably just get a roll pan instead of like an actual full metal bumper. And stuff like there's some paint that needs to be repaired. There's some dents I want to get out, some little scratches and stuff that need to be fixed, just things here and there to make the truck look better. And I don't know really what I would do to the truck. I would want it to still be more so of a vehicle I could drive easily on the road and stuff like that and still take to a track. I don't want a hardcore track vehicle. I want something I could still easily just, if I want to just go cruising and ride around, I could still do that if I wanted to. Not something strictly that's super hard suspension and stiff roll bars and stuff like that. I don't really want something super drastic for a track. Something that still be somewhat comfortable on the road. I still want it to be stiff and handle really good on the track, but not, I don't want to be setting like any kind of crazy times on the lap. That's not really my goal as of right now. Maybe in the future it might be, but as of right now I just want to have something that I can take to the track and be comfortable and keep up fine with everyone on the track, and especially not be a hindrance on the track. It's a transmissions from what I've heard. So I would possibly, if I do get like a 5.3 LS truck motor, which is like some of the cheapest you can come across from what I've heard, I don't know if it bolts up to the 4L60 or not, but if so, then a 4L80 is just something else I would have to save up for. So, which, like I said before, I'm not planning on trying to make this some kind of a quick project. And I'll probably even make more videos like about me doing project work stuff to the truck. So, I mean, it'll be like probably longer than a year process once this gets the insurance taken off it from the time I work on it, start working on it and stuff, to where it gets back together. I'm assuming it'll be at least a year or a year and a half before I'm back to where I can drive this truck and whatnot, before it's drivable, period, before it gets a new motor and gets stuff done that I want done to it, like the coilovers and put a different cluster in it and stuff like that. I'm sure you'll need that.